It's been another big week in the world of Microsoft Flight Simulator. This week we've seen all new airliners confirmed for both Boeing and Airbus coming to the simulator, as well as a new strategy for pre-sale from a big known developer. We've got you covered for all the big news, including this week's announcements and release news. So let's jump in the cockpit and go flying. Before we jump into this week's announcements, in these videos we try to bring you all the flight sim news in one place. So if that sounds right up your taxiway, please click that subscribe button. 70% of people that watch the Oz Flight Sim channel are not subscribed. By clicking the subscribe button, it really helps support myself and keeps the channel growing and growing. Thanks very much for your support. Pre-flight in this week's previews and announcements, and the first one is from the team over at TFDi. This is the team behind developing the MD-11. This week announced they are doing a pre-purchase on the MD-11 as a collector's edition. The team mentioned during the month of December a special collector's edition will be available for a pre-purchase. The pre-purchase will only be available for the first 1,000 copies, and it will include an exclusive version of the MD-11 ER variant when it's available. The pre-sale was sold out within minutes, and now it's not available and you can't see the buy option within their website. If you were one of the 1,000 people that took the gamble of doing a pre-purchase for the TFDi, it will include a serialized purchase certificate, a special house delivery when it's available, guaranteed beta access, and access to the exclusive Discord channel for early updates. The collector's edition will work both on Microsoft Flight Simulator and P3D. The team also mentioned on the same announcement that the MD-11 is still in development, and at the moment they are near its final stages and plan to release to the public in September 2023. There is also no news when it comes to the collector's edition when it will be released to beta at this stage for the people that did do that pre-purchase. But the team did drop a few new screenshots of the MD-11. Please let us know in the comments below what's your thoughts on the strategy that TFDi have done when it comes to a pre-sale or pre-purchase strategy. Do you think it's risky or not risky for the consumer? We would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. In the next announcement for the week, iniBuilds this week announced they are bringing their new Airbus A300 600 Foxtrot to Microsoft Flight Simulator. After a very successful release of the Airbus A310 as part of the 40th edition anniversary, the team are looking at bringing their next aircraft fleet to the simulator. The A300 was the first airliner the team released over on X-Plane a few years ago, and now the team are developing a whole new 3D model from the ground up for Microsoft Flight Simulator. The ini team are planning to release the A300 sometime in 2023, and in the same forum they mentioned that 2023 will be full of cool projects and we should expect to hear more from the team in the new year. We'll leave a link in the description if you'd like to check out the full video we released of the A300 as we discussed it all in detail about the planned release. Of course, we're going to keep you posted on any more development news when it comes to the iniBuilds A300. PMDG is back in the news again. This week they confirmed that 777X is on the plan to be developed and released by the team at some stage. The question was asked over in the forums this week with a reply from the team, it's on the plan. PMDG did mention in the same section of the forum that they have a stronger backing from Boeing themselves to create the 777X, and that they have a close relationship with the airliner manufacturer giant. At the moment, the 777X is currently going through all its certification for the moment when it comes to the real life variant. PMDG have confirmed they will be bringing also the NG3 range, and their next big release should be the 777 family. Moving on to some more exciting announcements, and the next one goes to the team at Just Flight, who have a bunch of products in the works, and they've updated on what's going to be happening in the near future with their fleet of products that are in development at the moment. The first one is FS Traffic. Completion of FS Traffic is close to being completed, and the team are doing internal testing on the product as we know it. A decision will be made very soon of whether we'll see a release this year or early in 2023. And I speak for myself when it comes to something like traffic add-ons. Hopefully, maybe a 2023 release might be a little bit better, so that way they iron out all the bugs instead of rushing it through. The Just Flight Tomahawk was another one that was discussed, which was proclaimed by the team to be their best GA aircraft yet. This has been delayed to a release in 2023. It was originally expected to be released this year, but there's been delays due to visuals that have been provided by an outside source, so we're going to see that in 2023. The BAE-RJ and the F-28 are both going to be expected to be released in the first quarter of 2023. We should expect to see at least one of them released before the end of March. We're just not sure which one will be. And the Fokker that we have been recently announced, development is expected to pick up in 2023. I guess that as the BAE and the F-28, as they finish up, they'll jump on the Fokker in full flight. There has been no other word when it comes to their other projects such as the A300 or 747 and even the Tornado, but from the looks of it, it's going to be a massive year for Just Flight in 2023. Before we jump into this week's sim update news, I want to thank SoFly for sponsoring this video. SoFly offer a number of products for Microsoft Flight Simulator, catering to new pilots for the sim and all the way to very experienced pilots. As a flight sim content creator, my favorite SoFly product is Weather Presets Pro, which comes in really handy when the weather is not behaving itself and you can change the weather to be more dramatic or even to a perfect day. Other products I like to use is Landing Challenge Pro, Flight Simulator Guide, which is the manual to Microsoft Flight Simulator, the one that should have been, Storms for pilots who want to chase some of the biggest storms in the world's history. I will leave a link in the description below or where you can go and check out SoFly products, and I would like to thank SoFly for sponsoring this video. Taxiing over to this week's release news, and the first one goes to VMworld and AmSim. Hopefully I said those two correctly. This week released the Seattle Tacoma Airport. Tacoma Airport is the primary airport serving the northwest region of North America when it comes to Seattle, and it's located just south of the city. Tacoma serves over 90 domestic routes and 25 plus international destinations. The package includes animated jetways, custom ground markings, high resolution custom ground textures. The surrounding building areas have been fully modeled as well, detailed night lighting, and you can pick up your copy of Seattle's Tacoma International Airport from VMworld and AmSims directly from the Orbex store and also within the InSim marketplace. I'll leave a link in the description below for the Orbex one. The next release for the week, and it was probably the biggest release of this week from the team over at FlightFX, this week releasing the Cirrus SF50 Vision Jet for Microsoft Flight Simulator. The Vision Jet is the world's first single-engine private jet, and it's basically the next step up from the Cirrus original prop aircraft. The SF50 has been eagerly awaited since the team's last project was well received with the H-Jet. Features and highlights of the aircraft are custom virtual aircraft management system, 3 different seating configurations, custom G3000 checklist, custom emergency gear deployment system, Bose active noise reduction, high detailed 3D model, and I must say the 3D model inside and outside of this aircraft look magnificent. You can pick up your copy of the Cirrus Vision Jet directly from the InSim marketplace from the FlightFX team. FSDG this week have released Bremen Airport for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Bremen Airport is located in northern Germany and serves airliners such as Ryanair and of course Lufthansa. 2 million passengers went through the gates on average each year, and features included in this package is detailed rendition of the airport, custom airport vehicles and facilities, realistic night lighting environments and interior modeling, and also is compatible with GSX. You can pick up your copy of Bremen Airport directly from the Aerosoft store. I'll leave a link in the description below. Lining up on the runway for this week's sim update news, and this week we've seen an update to the sim with version 1.29.30.0. This has been in beta testing for a couple of weeks now, and it mainly features general bug fixes for the simulator and improvements to the iniBuilds Airbus A300, including performance updates, adjustments to the Airbus 310 sim sounds, EFB updates, textures, and FMC fixes. As always, the update is compulsory. If you haven't already, you will be prompted to install it on your next loading. And I also did notice on my sim this week I saw 2 little updates around about 600 to 700 megabytes. One I did see was base packages, and the other one was for the Cessna 172. Obviously they've added some things in there. I'll leave a link in the description below if you'd like to check out the updated full list of the changelog. Today was the last development blog update of the year 2022 from the Microsoft team, and we won't see another one until January the 5th. The team mentioned they will have many things planned in 2023, and it should be a big year, and the marketplace updates will still go ahead over the holiday period. Speaking of marketplace updates, we have seen 28 new products, with 15 of these available on PC and 13 of these available on Xplace in the InSim marketplace this week. Highlights include the DC Designs Harrier 2 and also the FlightFX Vision Jet. And another one worth mentioning is the Airbus A300 worldwide livery pack from the team over at 4Simmers, which is available for both Xbox and PC users. So if you're on an Xbox and you wanted to get some liveries for the 310, there's something worth having a look at. In other releases on the marketplace this week, we've seen a bunch of sceneries, airports, and night lighting packs as per usual. Thank you for getting this far in the video. If you receive a value out of the video, please hit that subscribe button, as it really helps the channel grow and it supports myself. And I hope to catch you in another video sometime soon. I'm actually going to leave one up here I think you might like, so why don't I catch you over there?